Oh, okay. For some reason, the Discord widget is not working.
I don't know what that means.
That's the thing where it shows you guys light up on the recording so that people can associate who's talking with the voice. So
Alright.
for your playing, it doesn't make any difference. But for anyone who watches back, for like the 1.2 people who aren't actually in the game, they've got to just have it figured out by now.
Well, yeah.
So is
Think so.
everybody physically, if not emotionally, prepared?
Let's do
Yes.
this.
Did I hear?
Scary
Okay.
tree.
Yeah, I think everybody should do a charisma check.
In the tower or
In the tower, yes, in the tower.
I can't find charisma.
involve-
Oh no, I found it.
That would involve actually doing something apart from just rolling a d20. Oh, for goodness sake, Hillary. Ugh. There we go.
Yeah, talks amongst yourselves, sing songs while I write down these numbers.
Come by, Amala. Come
No,
by.
stop. Immediately.
Oh! Are
You'll
you
be
trying to say
breaking
my
out the
voice is
recorder in a minute.
terrible?
Yes.
We had a
I've
cat
been
that used
telling
to...
you that for 20 years.
Well, yeah, that's true. We had a cat that used to beat us up if we got drunk and started singing on an evening.
Cats are such critics.
He wasn't... Sorry, she wasn't wrong.
All right, that was fun. I don't know why I'm so tickled, but I am. Okay. Also, because of the time that has passed since you guys started your descent into the ruins of Marsaval, Kymir, roll a con save to see if your poison condition has passed.
Con save.
Yes, a con save.
Fingers crossed.
Alas,
No.
Kymir is still poisoned.
Hopeless.
Last time,
Giving you guidance. Ugh.
Ah, never mind.
you guys were all on a mission to retrieve a vial of bloodroot sap for Queen Othokent of the Lizardfolk tribe that's closest to Saltmarsh. Stiiv and Kymir escaped quicksand in the swamp, but Kymir was poisoned because of his contact with the water that surrounds the general area of Marsaval. You've noticed on your approach that the wildlife seems and the plant life surrounding this area seems to be affected by something. The party entered the submerged ruins of Marsaval, a place that was once a fiendish citadel during the Age of Demons. You made your approach via a sunken tower, and while making your descent, that we've now established took an hour, as the sun went down, because it's nighttime, you were swarmed by sturges, but you successfully swatted them and you reached the floor of the ruins below without any further incident. You are now in an open chamber with Scary Tree. It's lined with rubble. There's a giant crack that splits the stone floor, from whence this mighty Scary Tree once grew from below. Its branches are now scorched black from apparent fire. The chamber is shadowed beyond the light that's radiating for 40 feet from Kymir's horns. You can see you can see the carnage that stains the floor to the east. Blood and guts are that way. Kymir and Kerithlana can also see a flight of stairs leading up in that direction to the east. To the west, everybody in the party can make out two sets of stairs in the distance, one leading up and one leading down. So far, You haven't perceived any company in this chamber. As far as you can tell, you are alone. Except for the burnt tree. And the rubble.
Okay.
We weren't given any instructions on where to have a look, were we?
No, she just said. Did they even describe the bloodroot tree to us?
I believe the queen told you that it's usually a simple track when she would send parties to retrieve the sap. She wasn't quite sure how you would get in because normally the lizard folk, because they can climb, they would just climb down that tower. And she described being able to climb directly from the tower to the tree that they took the samples from. And I think she did mention to you that they usually don't go deeper into the ruins just to not risk interfering or disturbing what the dragons were doing.
So this charred ruin of a tree is the bloodroot tree that we're supposed to get sap from. Is that what we're saying?
It's the blood. It seems like it's in the location where where Queen Othokent told you the tree was that they get sap from.
And it's burnt to a crisp.
Yep.
Can we tell if it's recent?
Do an insight check, or if it happens to be really great, nature.
Nope. Stick with insight. Well, I'm disadvantaged, so I'm not going to do oh, am I?
Well, you don't know. You could write with pencil and somehow roll really, really well, and then it won't matter that you're disadvantaged.
It's okay. At least you're glowing red.
I just looked at my notes and I have things from the last superheroes episode written down. Well, I guess the penultimate superheroes episode. So I look down and I read extreme mac and cheese encounter, and it totally distracted me for a second. Okay. So Kymir, it just looks like a burnt tree to you. Like somebody had a bonfire.
Okay, well, if it is the tree that we're looking for, then we're in the wrong place for the roots.
Yeah, you can see that the tree seems to be growing out of the ancient stone floor. That's where the crack is. That it's I guess, over time broken through this floor. But you can't see well enough below it within the crack. It just looks like it's kind of like earth and root down there, but it's also scorched, what you can see.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kerithlana. We could hear you, by the way. You sounded fine.
Okay,
Yes.
I've been dropping in and out. The server's been going ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. So
All right.
But you do sound nice. We are completely oblivious to all your suffering right now.
Well, the last Balika de Budunk, I can see if I can get a better connection because I was choppier than a chopped salad.
Oh no.
But the reconnect seems to be working.
Okay, so going with Kerithlana's assumption that we need the roots. The stairs to the west, did you say they're going down? No, not west, east. And I can see there's a set to the west going down and a set to the east going down
Kymir,
as well.
you can see stairs everywhere. So you see
Okay.
you see a set of stairs to the east. You see two sets of stairs to the west. One of them is going up, one of them is going down. The stairs to the east are going up.
Right.
Up
Go on,
there where I
Steve.
put. That's the one going down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow the horny one.
The other horny one.
Yeah.
As you move closer, move more in the west, you see that this isn't exactly. It looks to be more like a sunken room.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's the flight of stairs going down just descends into the sunken room. The floor is covered in loose dirt, roots, and cracked tile. And there's a small chest sitting off to one side.
Ooh, chest.
Blast it.
uh, well,
Should we go down and have a look?
well, there's a chest there just looking at us. I feel that we should.
Mm.
Chess got a challenge rating.
Are you queuing the chest?
Oh, definitely. Can we check for traps? She says, looking at the cleric instead of the rogue.
You can roll
Yeah,
perception.
sure. I'm quite happy to check for traps.
Yeah, anyone who wants to check for traps can roll perception.
That's
Go
fine.
on. Hey, the rogue actually scored higher.
It looks completely harmless.
It must be a mimic then.
It's a box. I still think we should blast it though.
There's dirt, roots, cracked tile, and the chest. The chest does look rather like it hasn't been disturbed in a while.
All right. I guess we go down and have a look at it. Shall I go first, or should we send the rogue first? Because she's small.
Hmm.
Could put her on a rope so we can pull her out if we need to.
Well,
Oh,
we-
the
No,
string.
all of
we
our
have
rope is.
Yeah.
Tied
That's
to
true.
this. String out.
It'll be fine.
She's small, not a litter.
Tie 10 feet of string around her ankle and just let it dangle like a little
Yeah.
kid.
You can see that the scorched branches that come off of that tree, one of them does seem to slightly overhang this sunken chamber. Like it's not completely closed off from the whole of the antechamber you're in. It's just extra, like another 15 feet lower.
Okay.
I just
Go on,
mentioned that
Shaefira.
because there are legitimate options for dangling.
Yeah. What do we reckon?
I'll go down.
Did you take the stairs?
Yes. Are you going to tell me they collapsed beneath me?
No, I'm not going to tell you. I
Oh,
was
sorry.
just asking. I was just asking, like, did you jump down like the 15 feet, or did you take the stairs?
I took the stairs.
Okay.
You know, I just thought of something here. We could poke the chest a little bit from a safe hand.
We could. He says poke the chest with his mage hand.
Yeah. I can back up
Actually,
a bit.
Are you going to back up a
Shaefira,
bit?
I think that do you have a mage hand too,
Oh, I think. Oh, do I?
as an arcane trickster?
Is that one of the tricks you
Yes,
picked?
I do. Yeah. No idea how it works. Let me read it.
You can read aloud for the friends at home. The 1.2 people who aren't us. Just in case they don't know how Mage Hand works. I'm pretty sure they do, though.
Okay, so you can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use. You can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
Hang on. Sam Regal
Wait.
with his mage hand to smack
I
people around.
Well, see, there's also something that, as an arcane, because the mage hand is like really sort of your bag. So starting at 3rd level, when you cast mage hand, you can make the spectral, and you can perform the following additional tasks with it. You can stow one object the hand is holding in a container worn or carried by another. Retrieve an object in a container worn or carried by another creature, or you can use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps at range.
Ooh, that's handy.
And you can do it while in stealth.
What levels?
And you can also use your cunning action to control the hand. So you get your
As a
your your
bonus
action,
action.
your bonus action, and your bonus action for the hand.
And since you're level 4, you could totally do all those things.
Yeah, mage hand is
Okey-dokey.
like totally the arcane trickster's bag.
Okay. Let's do that then.
All right. So you used your mage hand to diddle the chest.
Mm.
Diddle.
Fiddle about.
Stick a finger out, jiggle the lock. You find that the chest is unlocked.
Okay, so yes, so I make the hand open it.
The mage hand flips back the lid. You see that the chest is empty.
Yeah.
And a few seconds later, the chest starts moving.
Hey!
But it's not a mimic.
Oh!
It's actually a nest of scorpions.
Oh, joy.
It's a nest of white.
Scorpions!
Big ones,
Oh,
little
come on,
ones.
Discord. Let me hear what it is.
Scorpions.
Scorpions. Oh.
And it's a
Okay.
combination. There's one big one that popped up and jumped out toward Shaefira. And there's a bunch of more reasonably sized scorpions. Everybody roll initiative. Yeah, some of these scorpions were underneath the dirt and roots that were littering the floor. None of them are wearing pom-poms on their heads, it's true. These are not the fanciest scorpions. Shaefira. As startling as sudden scorpionage is, you were not right in front of the chest. You're standing at a distance, so you can easily have first attack at them.
Lovely jubbly. So I can move and have a
You can
been
do
a
all the
while.
things that you do normally in as an action.
So I can move first, can't I?
Sure.
Right,
You can
so I'm
move
gonna-
first and move second as long as you don't use all your movement.
Okay. I'm gonna hop back up onto these stairs and quickly run up here. I think that's all of me movement.
You're going to run away. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll have a shot at do I want to go for that big one? Yeah, I'll have a shot at the big one.
So with an 18, you land an arrow on the giant scorpion, the big one, and you do 6 damage.
Lovely.
With the end of Shaefira's turn, it is now Kerithlana's chance to do things.
Okay, I'll Sacred Flame at the big one.
All right, unfortunately, with a 15, the giant scorpion succeeds against the Sacred Flame. And now it is the scorpion's turn. The scorpion easily scurries up the stairs.
I guess Stiiv was all sensible and stayed at the back.
And it makes a claw attack against Shaefira. Oh, wait, did I roll the wrong thing? Wait a second. I did. Sorry. I'm going to take that back. I rolled damage on you without rolling attack.
Oh.
It does hit with a 19. So I'm just going to leave that damage there. And you are now grappled in one of the scorpion's claws. And then it proceeds to try to attack you with its second claw.
Oh.
But that one is a miss. And then as its last action, it tries to sting Kerithlana with its tail, which is a hit. That does 8 damage, and Kerithlana, make a Constitution saving throw. You take additional damage of the poison variety.
Oh no.
28 damage
Oh god.
of
Bloody
poison.
hell.
Ouch.
And
Can I
Bet
Wrath
you
of
wish
the
you were a
Storm it?
dwarf
you can
now.
totally do that. As a reaction, you can Wrath of the Storm the hell out of that scorpion. It fails its save,
Thunder or lightning?
and you summon down lightning to zoink the giant scorpion, and you do 14 damage.
Thunder it. So yeah.
Oh, a thunder? Okay. So there's a rumble. You feel like a vibration in the walls of the ruins, and the scorpion looks visibly struck, but it's not bloodied yet. But it does startle, and it loses its grip on Shaefira. That's the end of the giant scorpion's turn. One of the baby scorpions runs up the stairs, but it can't reach you. So, Stiiv, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I have line of sight on the giant scorpion right now?
Yeah, you can manage to make out the giant scorpion. Since it's giant, it's looming over both Shaefira and Kerithlana. And standing on the stairs, you can easily see over Kymir's horns.
Yeah, just a few feet up the stairs just to get a view of the things. And point at the wall between the giant scorpion and its kiddo. And summon an eldritch tentacle by the name of Toby.
So the tentacle is behind the little scorpion?
Well, it's kind of coming out of the wall between the big scorpion and the little one. Because it's spectral, it doesn't actually have to occupy a space. Can we still target number 3? Okay, yeah. And then we're gonna have Toby smack the giant scorpion. Oh, let me mark off that I used that. There we go.
So Toby engages an attempt to fondle with Grasp of the Deep. Toby is successful with a
Yep.
17.
And let's do the slightly chilly.
And
Not very.
Toby pokes the giant scorpion for 2 damage. And the
But
scorpion
it's
is slowed.
The blocked-in scorpion is slowed.
Yes.
And so that was the bonus action. And then as an action, we're going to do the Eldritch Blast. I thought that was a 1 for a second. Still missed.
But yeah, it's a 13, which does miss the giant scorpion.
And that's it.
Okay. And that's it for your turn. You see 2 of the other little scorpions kind of scramble up the... I cut myself off. 2 of the scorpions scramble up the stairs. Boop, 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 boop. And now it's Kymir's turn.
Right. Do I need to move to hit that scorpion, or am I classed as in range? The giant scorpion.
You are not within melee range.
Right. In that case, I'm going to cast Radiant Bolt against Scorpion 1. Sorry, Radiant Sunbolt.
How to raise Sunbolt? Because you might be within range for Radiant Sunbolt on the giant, just not punching.
No, that's fine. I'll target. Well, I was going to target
Because if the Radiant Sunbolts have like a distance that's beyond 5 feet reach,
30.
then you can attack the giant scorpion with those.
Yeah, I've already thrown against 1.
Okay, so
I
you
missed.
you did miss with an 8. It's because of that pesky poison.
Yep. It is most annoying. Not sure there's what else I can do.
I think you have an offhand, like a bonus action.
Um,
I think you can do additional sunbolts.
yeah, but it takes a key. Yeah, do you know what? I'll spend a key point and go for another Radiant Sunbolt.
Do you get 1 or do you get 2?
It says 2 extra Radiant Sunbolts
Woo!
for 1 key. So I guess that's 2 dice rolls to check for each.
Yeah,
attack.
to see if they hit. Yeah.
All right, because I will target the giant scorpion this time. Then maybe if he's a bit closer, it might hit him. No. No.
Unfortunately,
Right.
with a 9 and 10, both bolts miss.
Kymir follows his
Did you
normal
realize she just
routine of
rolled
being effective.
3, 4, 5 to make 8, 9, 10.
It's rough.
Somebody remind me to get poison pots.
And then the last straggling scorpion runs forward. My cats are killing each other in the background. You know it's D&D time. And we're top of the round. Shaefira, you get to act again.
Okay, so I'm gonna move out of the way of this really big scorpion because I don't like him. He's dropped me, hasn't he? He's still not got me.
He
pinned
has
with his
dropped you
teeth.
because of Kerithlana's attack. Her wrath has shocked the scorpion into letting go of you, so you're not grappled.
Okay.
And
so
I'm
I'd
assuming
move.
you did the disengage as a bonus action.
Always, yeah. I'll take another shot at him with my short. And miss. And that's it.
Is that it? Okay. Kerithlana, you're up again.
Yeah. Ish. If I step out of combat, it's going to carry on up the stairs, isn't it? And have a go at everyone else.
Potentially. But you can run away.
My ground. And I will thump it. Not with that.
So a 12 misses. Are you going to do anything as your bonus?
Drink a pot.
Can I tasty bacon as a bonus?
That's a action unless you have some ability that says you can do it as a bonus. I think healing word is the only thing.
Yeah, I'll healing word myself then. Target him, I'll target me, and I'll do that. Woot.
So you heal yourself for 7 points. So the large gaping wound that was sliced into your chest by the scorpion's tail seems to close somewhat, but there's still a lot of blood. The scorpion has a chance to attack again. So it claws at you, Kerithlana. And it hits with a 21. Doing 9 damage, and you are now grappled. And it claws at you again with its other claw. And it misses.
Woo.
But again, it rears back with its tail to try to do a stinging blow.
Okay, can I Wrath of the Storm it again? It hit me.
Yes, because you've been hit.
Okay, it made that one.
And it succeeds with a 17.
Go.
But it misses stinging you with its tail. So that is the giant scorpion's turn. The little baby scorpions can't do much of anything. Let me check something. No, they're still kind of like, they're little, so they've really been taking all of this time slowly crawling to join their larger friend. So you just hear the little clickety clickety click 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 of the scorpions as they clatter across the stone floor. Stiiv.
Yeah, hi. Take the Toby first. It's a bonus action because I really don't like that big scorpion. He's scary. Very scary. Toby doesn't like him either.
Because the scorpion tail is a lot like a tentacle, only it's chitinous and like tough, whereas a tentacle is kind of soft and squished and huggable.
Yeah, it's tentacle adjacent, but like in a bad way.
Yeah, he's like, scorpion tail, not huggable. Your Eldritch Blast with the 25 absolutely hits the scorpion.
So let's get some. Oh, that'll do.
And you zarp it with that like kind of greenish smoky force of your blast. Does 14 damage to the scorpion, and the scorpion is obviously bloodied at this point. But it isn't down.
I really don't like that scorpion. That's it for me.
Little scorpion's still crawling, so it's Kymir's turn.
I'm going to move around there to where Shaefira was to try and distract the scorpion away from Kerithlana. And I'm going to punch it. Woo!
All right, your fists do you proud. Even with disadvantage, you managed to roll a 19, and so it's a 23. Kerplunge, 6 damage right in the scorpion's face. Still up, still bloodied.
Right. I'm going to try and hit him again. Yeah, it was too good to be true.
Yeah.
Really, wasn't it?
Your follow through doesn't work, you miss. But you can tell that your first punch did leave a bit of a crack in the chitinous exoskeleton of the giant scorpion's upper body.
And that's
All right. Top of the order again, Shaefira.
I'll take another shot with my bow.
Your arrow is straight and true. You land with a 24. You almost manage to land the arrow between the scorpion's eyes, but you're off by just a few inches. So it manages to kind of lodge in what looks like its neck between 2 plates of chitin.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh, do I do sneak attack as well?
Got 2 allies within 5 feet.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, do I? Right, okay, sneak attack. Do I roll the...
As additional
The-
damage, at level
the
4, is that a
damage.
d6 or is it 2d6 now?
Yeah, D6. It's...
That's-
Well, it
that's
says
it.
1d6 on it.
Oh no, it's 3d6 at 5. So yeah, it's 2d6 right now.
Oh, so I roll it twice, yeah? Or do it twice?
Yeah, you can right click and add on a die and just do a 2d6. Oh yeah, who knows? We might not have been doing 2d6 all level 3.
No, I'm going to have to do it twice because it's not...
Okay, so I take it back. Your arrow did fly straight and true, and it managed to land straight between like the little giant scorpion's eyes, straight through its head and the tiny brain and nerve center of its body. And you hear a screech, and the scorpion flips upside down and curls.
we all cheer.
Yay.
You hear a titter from the little scorpions in its wake. It's Kerithlana's turn.
Okay. In Attack of Insanity, I am going to head downstairs, wonk Scorpion 3, and then Healing Word on myself. That's okay. Am I rolling?
Your wonk misses with a 12.
Cool.
There's a cat in front of my monitor. I take that back because a 12 should have hit. I'm not quite sure why it didn't register as a hit.
Yeah, I also rolled twice, and I don't know why.
In either case, I'm like, why isn't... Because that's weird.
Okay, well, if you said I've hit, I'll take it. I'm not going to argue with you.
And you squish that scorpion flat.
Hey, okay, I will to me, and then Healing Word. So off. Next.
Yes, you have many wounds, but you're getting better. Less of a crisis. Stiiv.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is it's a bonus action. I can move Toby up to 20 feet. So I'm just gonna give him a little little slide over there,
Nudge him.
and then yeah, and then we're gonna try and splatter Scorpion number 4.
All right, 16 definitely hits. And Toby splats with a quick
And
thwip of the tentacleness. Just goes just a swat, and that little scorpion is no longer.
Toby Bug Zapper.
Sounded just like a bug zapper.
And do I have line of sight on Scorpion 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just stay where we are and Eldritch Blast one of them. Oh. Did that hit?
Oh yeah, it hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure why Kerithlana's didn't register as a hit before.
Pew!
All right, so you also zap with your Eldritch Blast. There's one little EE scorpion left. And that little scorpion runs up to Kerithlana. And it tries to sting her with its little teeny tail. But it misses. Kymir.
I will run down and try and hit him. Fuck's sake.
So your first attempt to hit this, the little scorpion darts out of the way at the last second, and you punch floor or punch stairs.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go with a standard second attack.
And that's also a miss. Little scorpion is tricky.
Okay. Yeah.
Top of the order, it's Shaefira. You see Kerithlana and Kymir both kind of standing over something. But they're kind of blocking the stairs now.
Okay. I'll move around here so I can see what they're standing over. I'm assuming
There it
I
is.
can still see it from
Yeah,
there.
you can because it's open. And you can see the little scorpion in front of them. Bobbing and weaving.
Okay.
And you shoot an arrow and go bloop. Right on that little jittering spot as it jerks around on the stairs, and it stills with a little squee, and it's gone. It's dead.
Yay.
There are no more live scorpions that you can tell.
Blimp.
From where Stiiv is standing, he can see more up the stairs. So let me go ahead and reveal that.
Ooh. Map reveal. Wide open though, isn't it? Or is there like a hallway?
You can see that there's stairs kind of go up and they continue, like they're ascending. You can see that above your head by about 15 feet, there seems to be like a ledge of another floor. Kerithlana, you were going to say something.
I'm going to take the time to do the prayer of healing. Targeting myself and Shaefira. I suggest that we have a rest so that I can switch my spells around and I can do something about Kymir's poison.
Are you going to do a short rest?
I don't know what kind of rest I need to do.
I think you need a long one for the spell switch.
Yeah. It'll be a long one then.
But if you do a short rest, it'll be a full hour, and that would give Kymir a chance to roll again to see if he overcame the poison. Plus, you would be able to spend HD to overcome any additional topping off you might need to do. Though I think a prayer of healing does quite a bit.
I'm all for spending hit dice instead of spell slots. I'm all over that. And I get my spells back too.
So, are we talking just a short rest? Or are we talking short rest plus prayer of healing? Or are we talking just prayer of healing?
Sounds like a short rest then.
Oh, Stiiv said long.
No, I was sorry. That is out of context. The long rest was confirming what
was for
the
switching
cleric
spells.
To switch spells.
Okay, so I will give you a short rest as soon as I figure out where that icon is in the new UI. And you can spend hit die to heal yourself.
Grab the hit die and then roll it.
Yeah. And Kymir, roll another Constitution save to see if your poison is still around.
Yes.
Still around. So it's been 3 hours.
I mean, you can use more than one. You can use as many hit dice. So you can go all the way up to full if you want.
I can use my hit dice to.
No, that was for Kerithlana, who
All
still
right.
got a lot of damage.
And like Shaefira, you can spend hit dice to heal yourself too.
Another one then. That's slightly better.
And of course, if you have any tasty bacon and stuff, you can just eat that like crazy.
I'll quaff 2 of those. And the bacon hates me. Okay.
So you do feel the healing power of the bacon. Thank you, Chef Perkins. Is that everything that you guys want to do during a rest?
Oh, can I pick up my arrows?
You can pick up your arrows.
Oh, and Toby goes bye-bye.
Hi, Toby.
Bye, Toby. You're the best. So, Stiiv, you have seen that there is more stuff ahead.
Okay, so up the stairs we go. Maybe.
Well, the down didn't take us down to any routes, so we might as well.
So Stiiv has run off up some stairs. Kymir, you scramble to catch up to him. Shaefira's taking up the rear because she's busy gathering her arrows together. Stiiv, you're still just seeing a flight of stairs leading upward, and there is a ledge above you. You can't see if there's anything on that ledge, but you can do a perception check from where you are now.
Oh, I'm great at those.
You're about as good as I am at punching stuff.
Sorry, perception. There it is.
You do not hear anything. You don't see signs of any dangers. That seems like a flight of stairs.
It's perfectly safe, clearly. So I'll go up.
Crunch.
You get to a landing. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet. And you see another flight of stairs leading up.
Does this mean we didn't have to rope down?
It's like we're going up a ramp.
Yeah, you're going up a ramp. Okay, when you reach the top of the stairs, Stiiv, or you get to the close to the top of the stairs. Well, are you at the top of the stairs? You see that there is a door. You see that before you, what used to be the floor kind of crumples, and it looks like it has collapsed. The stretch of stone that was once there. Thoughts, questions?
I was expecting Stiiv to say something.
Sorry, we're doing background troubleshooting. Okay, so that's all collapsed out ahead. That's not good. Well, let's just come up under the ledge officially and take a peek around.
Once you're fully on that landing, you find that the floor opens up here, but it's been painted with a runic symbol.
Haven't we seen that?
So Stiiv's the only one who can see anything right now. You guys are still just on the stairs. You guys can see that there's a landing ahead, and it looks like straight ahead of you it drops down, but you can't quite see over the ledge yet because you're a little bit lowered. I guess from where you are, you can't really even see that it's collapsed. You just see that there's a landing, and Stiiv ran up it.
I will follow him.
Kymir, you now see that there is a symbol on the ground.
All right, I'm going to shout back to everyone. Haven't we seen this before?
And, well, Kymir, you recognize that it is an infernal symbol.
Oh.
And you associate it with demons and the Lords of Dust.
All right, guys. Bad news. This doesn't bode well.
You're also next to a door.
I wondered if that's what was to the east.
Yeah, it's like a really bad door because I didn't put it directly onto the map. I have it as a little object.
It's fine.
So it's skinny and tiny. But that is it. That little brown line is a door. It seems old and heavy.
The door does, right?
Yeah, the door.
And there's nothing else in that room. No exits. No.
Yeah, all you see that there was that little outlet to your left, just like a flat platform that now has the symbol painted on it. It's not something
like
that is built in. It's not an inlay. It's not like a mosaic in the floor. It's something that was literally painted on. And then you see that like there was a path of the floor that was like a ledge that used to extend to one side of this enclosed space, but it has since crumbled and is ruined. So you can't walk out enough to look out to the south without risking a fall.
Okay.
So all you see is like there's a door, and that's the only thing you see off of this platformed area.
Okay, what do we think then? Do we want to go with the door, or do we want to make us way back down and look at them other stairs?
I can't think there's any arcane mumbo jumboings coming out of these squiggles.
Are you doing an Arcana check, or are you doing just kind of looking? Are you just studying it further?
Well, if I can, yeah, I would like to. I mean, you can't just give me a bunch of like occult-looking runes and expect the world
Well,
to
that's a
touch it.
question. Did Kymir, did you say anything about what you know, if you recognize this symbol to anybody else?
Yeah, I said I turned around and said, guys, this is bad news, and then just passed on what I thought I said that. I might have
So,
thought it and just not said it.
you did say that it was bad news, but Kymir has also told you that this symbol is written in Infernal, and it has to do with the Lords of Dust. But Stiiv, if you do an insight check or Arcana,
I'll do an Arcana.
okay.
I know everything about this symbol,
You know that you can tell
which
that
is
it's
nothing.
you. Likewise, you're like, oh yeah, this is totally Lords of Dust. You believe they use it in warding type situations, but various rituals. There's a whole cornucopia of different rituals that this symbol is used in by the Lords of Dust. So it's hard to narrow exactly why it's painted here, but you can also tell that it is fairly fresh and it's been painted in blood.
So that's cool.
Oh yeah, good times.
Yeah, Stiiv, you get too close, you don't want to lick it, or maybe you do.
No, that's Bori. Bori would
Okay.
look it.
So, other than this symbol, there is a very heavy wooden door to parts unknown.
So we probably won't be able to hear anything through it if we got close to it.
You can do another perception check listening to the door.
Oh, why not? Cause that's gonna work. But nope.
Yeah, you're not hearing anything except your own breath, and the heartbeat in your ears.
What do you reckon, guys? Try the door.
I don't know. I'm happy to have a look at it if you want.
Sure.
To be sure. Yeah, I'll have a look. The door's fine.
Yeah, you're like, it's a door. Kerithlana, you think this door, it looks really tight on its hinges. Like you're thinking it's almost like this door is too big for the threshold it's been fitted in. Like you would not have hired this carpenter again.
Well, what's it made of?
It seems to be thick wood.
Well, we have a monk who's really good at breaking wood.
Not today. Monkey's not doing very well today at breaking anything. Apart from
Well,
maybe
not with that attitude.
So there's no handle.
Oh, there's a handle.
I don't need to break it then. We can try the handle.
When you try the handle, the door doesn't budge. It seems to be jammed.
Shaefira.
Yes.
She's still down the stairs.
Yeah. I was twiddling my thumbs.
So I'm
down
not
here,
getting any closer until
daydreaming.
somebody tells me I absolutely have to.
Oh dear.
Shaefira, can you see if you can unjam this door for us?
Okay.
I suddenly pictured Shaefira pulling out her jam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was thinking, what have I got that's a bit, greasy that'll
Not sure jam classes as
lubricate
greasy.
it. Oh, yeah, it's lubricant. Sticky, but
Mm,
Have you not got any butter?
yep. And we got some butter
Me?
for, or did
I've
we
got butter.
eat it?
I think you
Well,
ate the butter.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't think I should actually have it in my
I
inventory.
distinctly remember people gorging themselves on toast and eating that butter.
Well, it'd be rancid by now anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to eat it. I'm going
Um,
to stick it on the door.
Right. So anyway, what do you want me to do? Just see if I can
Yeah, I mean, is
What?
it
unpick it, or is it
yeah,
locked? Do
or
you want to know
is
if
it
it's locked
hinge?
or whatever?
or is the hinge? Can we see if there's a lock? Can we see a lock?
Shaefira inspects the door, and she doesn't think it's locked. She thinks it's jammed,
Right.
Oh.
So
but not
brute
like the
strength
fun
then.
kind of jam.
Well, I can take a run at it, but the way things are going at the moment, it's probably not going to work.
All right.
What would you like me to roll?
It will be a strength check.
Let me get out of the way first. Hang on. I moved you. Wait a minute.
Two of you could run at the same time and assist whoever potentially will do better.
Shaefira's worried she'd get trampled, so she's staying out of the way.
And that way they could roll with advantage.
Sure, I'll try and assist with my noodle arms.
So like Kymir and Stiiv go arm in arm like Red Rover, and you run toward the
We'll
door.
cast guidance on them before they do it.
Okay, that'll be helpful.
Right.
Oh.
So strength check is dead.
So Kymir,
Pop
you
a
can
mage hand out
check.
to-
You can check the advantage button, and that should neutralize, I think, your poisonation for this check, and then add on whatever Kerithlana you get from Kerithlana as D4.
4.
Okay, so 14 plus 4, yeah? Or do I roll a d4?
Roll a D4, yeah, for the
Roll it.
guidance.
Wait, are you
Oh,
sure?
yay!
Bloody hell.
So 14 plus 4 is an 18, and that is enough. You run up against the door. There is a heavy crack of breaking wood and a groan as you bust through, and these two heavy planks that you've busted the door into fall to either side. You run into this room.
What does that blood pattern look
Gone
like?
quiet
A
for everyone
body.
else or just me?
Sorry.
You are sorry, Kerithlana.
Is it gone quiet for everyone else or just me? Bonnie cut off halfway through.
Did I cut off? What point did I cut off at? Because I might have stopped talking.
Yeah, you said you
Yeah,
burst into this room, and then I assumed you were
Oh,
sharing the
you
map.
bust into this room. I revealed the map, and I'm adding stuff to the scene.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
You
bloodstain is definitely body patterned.
You find
Uh-oh. Appears to have found Sauron's ring in there as well.
So is that
I
Yoda?
I don't like that it has number 5 on that. Oh God, they're the rest of them.
Multiple Yodas. Look.
Yodas.
oh, one of them's not on the map.
Did I just hear a cat meow, or am I losing my mind?
It's possible you might have heard me say boop, which is very much a cat sound.
Or I may have hit my push to talk when I yawned. Sorry.
You may have hit your cat.
Meow.
So you see
Meow.
that there are a bunch of dretches that have been alerted by you crashing the door down.
Well, yeah, that'd do it.
There is blood stains on the floor. You see a cistern that also seems to have blood in it. Near the eastern wall, there are stalks that have been lashed together out of red tinted wood. There is a slumped lizardfolk figure there. Bones and entrails litter the floor, ankle deep on that side of the room. Roll initiative.
I don't want to get blood and guts on my boots.
And I'm gonna move this little door out of the way.
Hot damn!
Oh.
Hello.
We're on fire.
Yeah, not when it matters.
I know, right? I would like to point out that the wounded Lizardfolk is not actually wounded.
Oh, I will take care of that very shortly. It's hard to pre-wound things.
Also marked as an ally. It's a bit of an assumption.
I guess that let me do this thing. It's hard to do that too, I think.
Died.
I don't know how they did that. Wait. It's because I changed them from being friendly, they were no longer visible. Okay, so now they're kind of neutral, I guess. And they also are wounded.
Okay.
Actually, they aren't going to be that wounded. But they do seem to be slumped unconscious. And they're actually tied. They seem tied to that kind of stocks that have been erected out of reddish wood. Kerithlana! Holy moly. What have you done? So you see Stiiv and Kymir crash through this door. You see beyond them in the threshold a whole bunch of dretches. You see like there's this Lizardfolk
Oh my god! I just
tied up on the
noticed
other
she
side of the
actually
room.
rolled initiative for all of them. I thought that was like a block of them. She hasn't rolled initiative for them yet. Oh nope.
And yeah,
I was just thinking, am I alright having stopped there, or would I have gone
Yeah.
any further?
Cool. I think that you can stop there. Like Stiiv should probably be a square forward.
That's okay.
As a helpful person who assisted with busting through the door.
Shit.
But over their panicked, horny heads, Kerithlana, you see all kinds of new friends.
Okay, can I get to here?
Yeah, you can like squeeze between Kymir and Stiiv. So pardon me, excuse me.
Okay, fair enough. I will cast Thunderwave as well while I'm there.
I knew that would come in.
Woohoo! Thunder Wave!
So that's 2d8 thunder, 1 success, 1 failure. And that's me done.
All right. Shaefira, you hear screams coming from ahead with like, what, Stiiv saying what, oh no? Yeah, what did you, Kymir, Stiiv, what did you say when you busted down this door and saw all these
started
dretches?
Cursing in Infernal.
So yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it sounded like a small squeal approximating that of an 8-year-old boy.
So Shaefira, you hear Kymir does not seem best pleased about something, and Stiiv is squealing, but you can't see what they're seeing.
Okay. I shall move up behind them and stand on my tippy toes, and I still can't see over their shoulders.
If you like, pardon me, excuse me, and kind of like make them shove up
Yeah.
against either side of the threshold of what used to be a door, and you see like there's these large pieces of wood on the floor now that are the X door, and now
And
you
Stiiv will happily Ethan Hunt up against that wall and be like, go ahead, all you, I'm going that way.
eagerly cower against the door, the doorway, and you can totally see that there are dresses in this room now.
Okay, right. So I'm assuming I can squeeze my bow and arrow between Stiiv and Kymir.
Yeah, I won't
I'll
penalize if they're like
take a
actively
shot.
hiding or like squeezing to make space.
Okay.
I'm not squeezing Stiiv.
No. Two horny fellas together.
Well, you know.
Right. Anyway, I'll have a shot at stretch 2.
You have hit Dretch 2 with an arrow, and you did 7 damage. And you hear it make like a farting noise.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh yeah. It
And then 2d6 your sneak attack damage. I'm going to update the damage on your sneak attack so you can do it.
Oh yeah, that'd be much more helpful. Because I am
There, it's 2d6 now.
Yay, there we go. Thank you.
So you have bloodied a Dretch.
Yay. And I'm gonna stay back here. Thanks.
Okay. Kymir.
I shall move forward slightly and also target Dretch 2. Come on. Right, next hit. And
the poison is doing its dark work.
Yep.
And you swing your fists, but your vision is bleary, and you manage to punch short of the Dretch with both fists.
Okay. Not much else I can do, so I shall just start.
Stiiv.
I don't like being this close, but that's far enough, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna point. I don't know what this is behind Dretch number 5. Looks like some kind of dais or altar or whatever. We're gonna point at the ground over there and have Toby erupt.
Oh, you see Dretch 5 is kind of standing on a burnt stump.
Oh, okay, so we'll put it behind this stump.
A wild Toby appears, sprouting from this charred stump. Toby waves high.
And
We'll
then,
wave back.
oh, that's 15 feet. There, that's closer. And then we'll smack Dretch number 5.
Toby lets loose a mighty slap with an 18.
And we'll do the cold damage this time. Oh.
And as as the frostiness leaches out of Toby the tentacle onto the Dretch, you see that the Dretch seems to resist.
Okay.
Shakes off
And
the
then,
cold.
Point the short sword at dredge number 2 and go pew with the Eldritch Blast.
And a 10, your little smoky bolt flies wide.
Call out to Kymir, sorry!
Lands on the stump, narrowly missing Toby, but it's okay.
Was not aiming at you.
Toby gives you a thumbs up.
And that's it.
The dretch that is closest to Kerithlana tries to nibble her. It bites in her general direction, but it misses. And then as a follow-up, it tries to claw her. But it misses with that as well. The next stretch may not even be on this map. Your dretch is in another castle. Oh, the stretch isn't on the map.
It's because that little dredge went to the market.
It went wee all the way home. Well, this stretch no longer exists. It is in another castle. But this stretch is definitely somewhere. In fact, it's between Kymir and Kerithlana, but it is going to try to bite Kymir. But it misses, and so as a follow-up, it tries to claw Kymir. And it also misses.
Yay!
Highly ineffective dretch.
It's like it's a poison tiefling monk.
And then this other dretch runs forward and it tries to bite Kerithlana. It misses, and it tries to claw her as well. Another miss. The dretch that is closest to the Lizardfolk runs around the room. And it's now blocked by dretch 3. And the last of the dretches slumps up to Kymir and tries to bite and claw. The bite hits with a dirty 20, and the claw misses. So Kymir, he gets an ouchie for just 1 point. It's a little nibble on a forearm. Top of the round, Kerithlana, it is you.
Me. Okay. I will wonk dretch 2.
With the 23, you hit the dretch and you splat it. That dretch is now down.
That's everything I need to do. So that button.
Shaefira, from the doorway.
Okie dokie. What have we got? I will venture into the room.
Bow, bow, bow.
You are in the room.
I'm in the room. Okay. I'll shoot an arrow at dretch 3, I think. I reckon.
You hit with a
Ooh.
13.
Am I sneak attack able in this situation? I have no
You're hitting
idea.
3?
Yep, Kerithlana is within 5
Yes,
feet.
you can. And you shoot an arrow through the head.
Yay.
The dretch collapses.
Eating a
I'm done.
bourbon.
Who? What? Bourbon?
Oh,
Most of the party perks up. Bourbon?
Bourbon? What?
Where? What? Where?
Because you know we would.
Oh, a bourbon. Sorry, I thought you said bourbon. Oh.
Well,
We
that
said
is-
bourbon, but we don't read British.
Yeah, that is bourbon to us.
No, it's
Yeah.
bourbon biscuits. Not my favourite.
So that was your main action. Do you have anything as a bonus you want to do?
I don't think so. Thank you.
Okay. So that's your turn.
Yes.
Kymir.
Right. I'm going to try and punch Stretch 1. Come on, poison, piss off. Ooh, no.
Oh,
Sick. Took the lowest one. Oh, damn you all
So
to
your
hell.
main
Right.
hand, you swing and miss. But what about your offhand?
Okay.
Your offhand lands a decisive punch. And you do
Okay.
4 damage to the dretch. And you hear it squawk. And Stiiv.
okay. So first things first, we're gonna do bonus action Toby on dredge number 5.
Okay, Toby tries to fondle dretch 5.
Oh, that hit still. Cool.
And he hits.
And since the cold wasn't, he resisted the cold fondling. I'll do the lightning fondle this time.
And
Go
as
on.
you try to do a little shocking fondle, you notice that the lightning that comes from Toby's touch, the dretch seems to shake that off as well.
Well, that's not full. All right, we're still slow.
Yeah, these dretches seem to be tentacle resistant.
They are very resistant to fondling. All right, so then we'll pew him with an eldritch blast. Pew!
You pew that dretch out of existence. It is now unconscious.
He's now an ex-dretch. Oh yeah, and because I can move Toby 30 feet, we're gonna get him up over here. It doesn't, lock the dretch up or nothing. It's just so he's in range.
He's floating.
Yeah. And
Maybe
I'm staying
he
exactly
can
where I am.
he can swim in the basin a little. This dretch runs forward, really into the center of all of you. And it lets
explodes.
out, well, pretty close. It lets
Hold that
out
grenade.
a tremendous fart, and a fetid cloud forms. That is 10 feet in diameter. So all of
That's just
you
wrong.
So all of you are within it. You see it kind of billow out the doorway. Everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hang on. Do you want me to roll Shaefira's?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Take guidance before you do.
I'm not sure that would have helped, to be honest.
Yeah, that would not have been sufficient, even with guidance. Kerithlana is fine.
Guidance is only stability checks anyway. We need less.
There we go.
Is guidance, is that a cantrip?
It is a cantrip, but it's a one
But she could do
action
one
casting
action?
time and only
It's not a bonus action?
affects ability checks. It's not a bonus action or a reaction and checks anyway.
Okay, so everybody except for Kerithlana is affected. Kymir, you don't feel any effect either because it's basically poisoning. So Shaefira and Stiiv, you're the only two who feel the effects of this fart,
Nauseated.
which seem to linger in the air. And you're now both poisoned.
Hey guys, welcome to the club.
Poison Club, it's the coolest club.
And poison does not count as damage. Damn it.
And the fart, the smoke that came out of this dretch seems to linger in the air, so you're lightly obscured in this area now. The other dretch, it tries to bite and claw Kymir, but it is at a -2 because of the obscuring.
Wait, we did this in with Beaker. It's not until heavily obscured, is it? Or does that?
What are you talking about?
Anyway,
This is
nothing,
a
go ahead.
dretch ability.
Yeah, I figured that was part. Yeah,
So the biting misses. And the clawing of Kymir misses. Little dretch number 1 is not, it's not remotely phased by any poisonous action or ability of this fetid cloud that has seeped in the surrounding area, but it can't see where Kymir is and manages to miss. Top of round 3, Kerithlana, you're up.
Okay. Can I take a 5-foot step back to get out of the cloud and then cast spiritual weapon?
You have to disengage.
Okay, don't worry about that then. I want.
well, she could just back up and risk.
You
an
can
attack
back
of
up and
opportunity.
risk an attack of opportunity, and that attack of opportunity will be at a -2 because of the smokiness.
It's okay. Ooh, complete miss.
It's a visible fart. Shaefira, you're up if you're back with beer, and I hope you brought
I'm
enough for
back
all of
with
us.
Sorry, no, just mean grim.
Oh, we
Oh, these are our last 4 bottles as well. I know.
Ooh.
These are the dark times.
It's getting serious, you know.
I know. Anyway, right. So, can I see Dretch 6 in front of me?
You
Yeah.
can attack Direct 6, but you have to do a -2 to your attack because it is lightly obscured in the smoke.
Okie doke.
So hit the -2 button.
Yep. Done. I think. Oh,
Wrong button.
wrong button.
Yeah.
I clicked the minus.
Because you gave yourself. Oh, never mind. It's fine. You're
was
poisoned.
maybe
I forgot you're poisoned. But you still hit.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
So you also get to do sneak attack damage because of all the proximity.
Nice.
So you do 14 damage total to that dretch in this fetid cloud.
And that's it.
Do you want to do anything as your bonus action?
I mean,
Yeah, I'll
you could.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Steve.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say I disengage, I guess, and move back slightly.
Yeah,
open.
you can disengage as a bonus action and then move out of the cloud area if you want. Things will still be. I
And
think things are still obscured from within.
yeah, I'll take a deep breath while I'm stood outside of the.
Meanwhile, you're like very clear
green
outside
funk.
of the area.
And that's me done.
Kymir.
I'm going to take a swing at one. And I hold my nose like that.
You
Wow.
hit.
And with eternal optimism that is Kymir's trademark, even though he tends to miss on at least one of them, I'm going to go in for the second swing. Blimey. Should I
All
be
right.
doing -2 on these?
Yes, you should. So I'm
Okay.
not sure that
So
that
that first
actually
one.
hit either of them. Let me double check something.
Right.
No. Both of them hit.
Still.
Yes, still.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that was the attack. So I'll do the second damage. Apologies for forgetting that until after I'd rolled. Okay.
All these stretches look visibly bloodied. Stiiv.
There was a DM question a little bit back there in chat.
I know, but it doesn't happen until the start of next round.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. But I'm still gonna sit there and look at this dretch that's point blank in my face and go, yeah, I don't do this point blank thing. Bonus action, Misty Step, and get the hell out of Dodge. Over there.
Okay. So you're no longer standing in the cloud.
Yeah, but that was my bonus action, so I can't Toby. But I can do an Eldritch Blast on dretch number 1,
And do a
which is
-2,
still at minus.
since they are still
Yeah,
obscured.
-2. Okay.
And that hits.
Okay.
Yes, dark vision
Question.
is impacted. Since it's not a question of darkness, but as a question of obscurity, like actual opaqueness.
Of actual airborne fart particles.
Yes.
Lovely.
It's not light levels. You might want to close your eyes though. Yes, and that Dretch, the one that is one of the ones that's flanking Kymir, is now unconscious. So there's a single Dretch left.
And I'll use my movement to back into, because I'm such a brave person, and that's my turn.
Are you gonna? Did you do anything with Toby?
I use my bonus action to Misty
Oh,
Step, so
that's
I can't do
right.
anything
Oh,
with
that's
Toby.
right. At this point, you hear a groan come from the wounded Lizardfolk that is tied up on the other side of the room. And then Dretch 6 tries to bite Kymir. Misses. And tries to claw. And hits with a claw. A lucky swipe. Doing 6 damage to Kymir.
Okay.
Top of the round. Kerithlana.
Okay, I will wonk it again. Not with that.
Yeah, the 5 totally misses. You manage to flail nothing. Well, I'm gonna was like, there's nobody close enough for you to flail. Except yourself, and that's just silly. Shaefira, you're up. And you are now no longer poisoned.
Yay. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the Drek.
Oh, I did forget.
Number 6.
Kerithlana needs to roll another con save.
Okey-dokey. Let's go.
And now you're poisoned, Kerithlana. And
Hey, Poison Club!
and you're attacking with your short bow.
Eh?
-2.
Oh, wait, it's
No,
Yes,
it's
short bow.
Oh yeah, that switched characters mid-sentence.
I'm good to go?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Ah.
You zoink. Your arrow zoinks to the air. And with okay, you also get sneak attack.
Do I?
Yep.
Okay.
And you
How did you
drop
roll 3 ones?
I know.
you drop
That's it, I'm done.
you drop the dretch. And with dropping the after
And it killed.
it's all you need.
Awesome.
She got 3 ones and it got the kill.
That's all you needed. Now you don't hear any more dretches. The Lizardfolk, you hear a faint "help me" coming from the direction of the Lizardfolk. They seem to be slightly moving, but they're barely conscious. Kerithlana steps out of the fetid cloud. It hasn't disappeared yet.
Okay. Can I do a medicine check on the lizard folk?
Yeah, you can do a medicine check. They're conscious. Their eyelids are fluttering, and you hear them. Kerithlana, you hear them say in Draconic, "Help the children. Help the wormlings."
Which children? Which wormlings?
You see that from your medicine check, you see that this lizardfolk has been tortured, and their wounds seem to be in line with someone who has been repeatedly cut and beaten.
Okay. Now would appear to be a good time to do the prayer of healing then. So, other than Stiiv, I think we've all taken damage.
By the
Oh, no,
time you
prayer is-
prepare your prayer of healing, the cloud dissipates, so there are no more farts in the air. You see that off the room there's also a little open doorway leading to another alcove. The lizardfolk continues to moan about the wormlings are in danger. The demons want to find them.
I will cast a prayer before we untie them.
Okay. I was about to
Just so
ask.
they don't
They're still
run
tied
away
up.
before we finish that. Yeah. So leave that in place. Although, if somebody could look at the knots.
Oh,
I-
would that be like a rogue
Karame's
thing?
not my forte.
That would be, but it's a little difficult. Like 40 feet away in the hall.
Mm-hmm. Well, are we on free movement now?
Yeah, you are. You're not in combat anymore.
Then I shall
As you walk
investigate
into the
knots.
room, Shaefira, as you pass the scorched stump, you notice a piece of parchment on the floor.
Ooh. I go back and pick it up.
Yeah. This parchment seems to be scorched. And you see that it has writing on it, but you can't read what it says. It seems to have two different forms of writing on it. There is what appears to be 4 lines in some kind of elaborate script. And then below it is something etched in red. It doesn't appear to be written by the same hands.
Someone was geocaching.
Okay, so I don't understand. I'm assuming I don't understand the writing. 'Cause
You
I
do
haven't
not
got any
understand the writing. I'm
special
pretty sure
language.
you don't. Let me
So-
double check. I'm pretty sure that it's written in a language that you do not speak. No, because it's not in Halfling and it's not in Common.
Okay, then I pass it to Kymir because, well, I'm pretty useless, so he might know what to do with it.
Excuse me, have you not seen what I've been doing so far since I got down here?
You show the paper, the parchment, to Kymir. And Kymir... Why do I never remember what languages everybody speaks? Okay, I did remember, but
Common, Infernal, and Orc.
I second guessed what I remembered. When you look at it, Kymir, the fancy script part, you can't make heads or tails of it. But the part that's scribbled in red in the margins, you can read. You recognize that it's in Infernal. And you read, it says, passage doesn't involve the codex. Burn it.
Okay. I'm going to repeat that back to us, to the group, and say, does that mean anything to anyone? Because it doesn't to me.
Well, I'll show the parchment to Kerithlana to see if she can read the other bit.
No, you gave it to me. You go sort out your nuts.
I thought I showed it to you.
I thought you gave it to me.
Anyway, just
You can both walk over to Kerithlana and be like, we have this parchment.
Excuse me. Excuse
I
me.
just I'm just getting this mental image of like 2 5-year-olds both holding one end of the paper.
Yeah, they do. It's so awesome.
Darling would be like,
No, I need to show it to her. No, I'm going to show it to her.
yeah.
Okay, I will pat them both on the head and I will have a look.
You've done very well. When they give you the scorched parchment, or they show you the scorched parchment, it sounds like they might not be willing to let their hands off of it. But you immediately recognize that Kerithlana as being in high draconic script. This is the kind of stuff that you studied in Gatekeeper School. And it's a 4-line poem. And it says, an elf child with a deadly visage, suckled by a dwarf, rises to rule Spider and Scarrow Mound. When the deceiver drinks at the Dolphin's Wharf, and the lush pits of Carsaluthalil are bound.
Rubbish poetry.
Do an insight check. No, don't do an insight check.
Do a poetry check. Literary criticism.
Kymir and you, once you let on that it's draconic, you think, wait a second, they're talking about the codex. This stuff isn't high draconic, it's badly written poetry. You're wondering, is this maybe an excerpt from the draconic prophecy? It seems to resemble examples that you were shown both when you studied with the gatekeepers, Kerithlana, and when you were in training at the Monastery of the Broken Code, Kymir. And I'm going to put an item in your party inventory.
Cool, because there's no way in hell I'd remember that.
Yeah.
I know that's out of character, but I'm 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 out of character here. I'm over here cracking the hell up
So
because
well, I closed something that I didn't mean to close. No, I didn't close. I just obfuscating it. I can't say
The
that word.
elf child with a deadly
the
visage
elf child
suckled
with the
by a
deadly visit.
dwarf.
It's a
It's the
the drow baby suckled by freaking Culkin with the spider. The little spider and Scoro mound was the damn drow's bedroom. Then the Lust Pits of Carsaluthalo was the damn book, the porno book that oh god, I forgot
dish
the dish. Thank you, dish had.
dolphins.
Like
So
Yeah, the
Hermione.
deceiver with the dolphins.
Oh my word!
So you found this, this litter that apparently was supposed to be burnt, but didn't quite get burnt when this tree was burned as well. So all around, it seems like the Dresches were not 100% at their job, except for maybe torturing Lizardfolk, though the Lizardfolk isn't quite dead yet, so you don't know if that's good job or a bad job. Kerithlana did the 10 points of healing with the prayer of healing, and it looks like you healed the wounded Lizardfolk somewhat. They seem to be not bloodied anymore. There's still some wounds, some scars on their torso, bruises on their face, but they're much more alert now.
does it look like he might recover?
They do look like they're going to recover. And then the lizard folk, hearing Shaefira and Kymir bicker in common, switches their language and says, Be on guard. Be on guard against the demons. They're trying to find the wormlings. They're destroying all of the trees.
That's not good.
They were attacking Kaifoth
I don't like demons.
and her mate. I'm not sure if he made it.
Okay. Have we untied him yet?
No, he's still tied. And at this point, or I said he, but it's at Lizardfolk, and they're like, Can you untie me?
Yeah.
Promise that you're not going to run off.
Oh no, I mean, I have to find the children.
Okay. Sorry, I was about
If-
to untie and then I got.
If you'll help
Best
me,
state at the
I would
moment.
certainly stay with you. But if you aren't willing to help me, I'm going to have to go and risk going on my own to see if I can track them down. We were separated.
It's not
It's fine, we can
Oceanus in
help you. We've
disguise.
been
is
sent
it?
to do that.
What did you say, Kerithlana? I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. We can help you. We've been sent to.
My name is Belly. I was in charge of the children. I've been apprenticing with the great Kaifoth, learning from her. She's been spawning. And it was my job to not only help her nest her eggs, but make sure that the wormlings were taken care of when they weren't having their lessons. When the demons attacked, Kaifoth and Kymir ordered that I take the little ones away, that we hide while they did battle. I don't think it went well for them. I've been hiding with the children for weeks, but we were ambushed by demons, and they were afraid and scattered. And before I could find them, I was captured myself. They've been trying to get me to talk, but I haven't said anything. They're trying to find
I just
something called the Codex. I don't know what they're talking about.
And
I will offer after she gets all, or they get cut out. I will offer Belly a piece of tasty bacon.
Bacon. Bacon is delicious. But you wouldn't happen to have any eggs, would you?
Yeah, we actually left all of those with your mom.
Oh, you've seen my mother.
Yeah.
Is she doing well?
She is, and she's very worried about you. She actually sent us to look for you and get some sap.
Oh, was she why would she worry about me? I mean, how did she know?
Yeah, I'm assuming that the ixnay on the other May was kind of muttered.
It's a little bit.
Okay, so upon hearing that, and I'll just kind of look over at Kerithlana and be like, I don't know how to answer that question.
why don't we want to mention that?
Because I don't remember why you're
Oh.
ixnaying the other May.
I accidentally dragged something.
That
You're
seems a
not
bit harsh.
dying.
Don't!
I don't
See
know
what
what I
happens when
did
you blab.
there. How did I do that? I don't have anything that damages.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't
No,
know
loose
that talking
lips,
about
cost wise,
someone's
but still.
I was gonna
You
say
are
I didn't know that
smoked.
talking about someone's.
It's not nice to
talking about
talk
someone's-
about mothers. Zap!
Yeah.
Like Marge, nature's wraths you from another plane of existence.
I know it's Mother's Day in the UK tomorrow, but still, that was very harsh.
Very intense. You shouldn't be dying anymore. Sorry. I don't know my own power as DM.
That was unpleasant.
Belly says,
Okay, so yeah, I don't know how to answer that question, so I don't know why I don't remember why we're ixnaying.
Well, can't
You
we
said
just
in
tell
your
her that
notes
we're...
we had to
Go on.
confirm her well-being without disturbing her studies.
Well, we were supposed to not disturb her studies. She was tied up, or they were tied up to her stocks and getting tortured. I think that was a little more disturbing than talking about mom.
Yes, but she still didn't know at that point that. Oh, why are we discussing it in front of her like she's an idiot? She's not an idiot.
can
I
totally
don't
see
think you have to worry about
happening,
disturbing
too.
the dragons at this point. They have other problems. In fact, we should. I want to go and see. I want to head below and see if I can find the wormlings, but we have to be very careful. We don't want to draw
I
undue
think as it
attention of the
stands at the moment,
demons.
we do need to have a rest.
Oh, there's a shrine.
So that
If we head towards the gong, there is a shrine there. Left behind from ancient times.
And how does that help us?
Well, you know, shrines on Eberron, the ones from, the ancient times, they usually have magical properties.
Okay.
They're usually warded, You've never been around a shrine before.
Well, I just wanted to check that
Are
they
you-
would do what I thought.
Are you adventurers? Or are
I
you
don't know,
just
are we?
some strangers
Do
that
you-
my mother picked up? What? I'm not quite.
Do you
She's
even
very
adventure,
confused.
bro?
She's basically, do you even adventure, bro? Surely you've run into shrines before.
I don't have too many of them at the bottom of the sea. I'll be fair.
All the best ruins and dungeons have them. The ones that have been around for any time whatsoever do.
We usually go to the middle quality ruins.
Oh. The new dungeons.
That's shade.
I I'm just gonna go right. Okay. Anyway, shall we go save the worm and just try and distract the whole "Are we adventurous" thing?
Oh, yes, we shall. Am I untied yet?
Yeah, Shaefira said she untied her a while ago.
Oh,
That's how I gave
goody.
her tasty bacon.
Oh, well, yum, yum. Thank you for
She's
the
so
bacon.
fly.
Thank you for the bacon. I'm going to head downstairs.
Okay, we need to follow her because we don't know how she's gonna get downstairs.
Yeah, we need to stick together.
Well, first, I'm going to go down these stairs right here.
Didn't say out loud.
Okay.
Oh, maybe sort of.
So you see the Lizardfolk, who has identified herself as Belly, go down the stairs. She's marching quite purposefully, but she's being cautious about it. She's not trying to make undue sound. So everybody roll a stealth check.
I'm great at those.
Oh no, what was that?
Oh, no, it's really slow right now.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
So everybody, except for Stiiv, manages to do a passable job of cautiously proceeding down the stairs.
I get to the landing and just like sneeze.
Once you guys all get down to we can just say you've all gone down the stairs. Not excessively noisy. I'm gonna drag you gently, Kerithlana. And as you get to the scorched tree, Belly tells you that the demons have been destroying them all. But they seem to be taking some of the sap with them. They're gathering some of it. They're polluting the rest of it. They're destroying the grove.
So
Okay,
does that mean there's more
so
than just
that-
this one tree?
Oh, yes. The grove extends down below. It's Kaithoth's garden, you see.
It's a pretty cool trick for trees to grow in darkness.
They're magical trees. Didn't my mother tell you anything?
Well, yeah, but it's still a cool trick. Oh, point of order, since it is dark, we'll just retcon that I've been refreshing light on Kymir's horns.
Okay. Yeah, let's
as,
pretend
as
that
it
when you finished a short rest, you re-upped.
since that's a cantrip and doesn't
Uh-huh.
just a walking, infernal light bulb.
Belly continues to move forward. There is a tall archway of stone where the carnage seems to begin, and she looks at the floor and she seems discomfited. She's like, they're fallen lizard folk here. Did my mother send others?
Pointed look at Kymir, like, or not Kymir, Kerithlana, like, yeah, we know the answer to that.
yeah, as part, she sent some crews to recover some of the sap for the ceremonies.
They must have fallen to the demons.
Yes.
Do another stealth
It
check
would appear that your mother.
and do a perception check.
Oh.
How did I roll the worst and I don't have disadvantage like everyone else?
So, Belly did not do particularly well with her stealth or perception this time around. Who did do well with anything?
No one.
Kymir is not stealthy with a 7. Stiiv is not stealthy with a 3. Kerithlana, somehow with a 12, manages to not be excessively noisy.
Did okay with the perception though.
You did.
Um, what else? Okay, Shaefira is completely silent. Stiiv. Okay, let's see. What else do you see? You see that amongst the bodies, there are more than half a dozen forms. Not all of them are lizardfolk. There's one that Stiiv picks out as being Sawagan. There's another that Shaefira picks out as being a troglodyte.
I feel we need a Law and Order SVU kind of dong 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 thing right
Dum
now.
dum. Belly continues towards the stairs leading up on the opposite side of the room. When she reaches the foot of the stairs, she looks around. You see that the room, there's kind of like this little outlet. It's very shadowed. And as Belly proceeds up the stairs, you don't see anything at first, but Shaefira and Stiiv are the first ones to hear almost like a pad, pad, pad sound. And then out of the darkness leaps a clutch of troglodytes.
And this is coming from the shadowed outlet to the south. That answers my
Yes,
question.
they run forward, and suddenly you have troglodytes running toward you. Roll initiative, and that is where we're going to end for today.
Okay.
Kymir, how do you roll so many 20s when you had poison?
I don't know. It's not fair.
Woohoo! So yeah, troglodyte friends.
Those are not tasty, friends.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Impromptu session that was originally canceled, but because of pandemics, we are on again.
At the last minute.
Yes. So theoretically, we will also play next Saturday, assuming we're all doing well.
Yes.
Well, even if we've got it, we'll still be locked in the house. So
Yeah,
hope-
but you got to be able to breathe to talk. haven't you?
Yeah, you got to be able to breathe
Yeah.
to D&D.
On a completely random but still sort of related to Saltmarsh note, just curious, Kymir, do you have your racial hellish rebuke set up?
I don't think Kymir has that because Kymir is not the exact.
Or variant tiefling?
It's an
Yeah.
Eberron variant tiefling.
Oh,
So Kymir is a Shavarath tiefling, not your standard tiefling operator.
Oh, hang on.
gotcha.
No. After you reach 3rd level, you can cast a Hellish Rebuke spell once per day as a 2nd level spell.
Let me double check because that might be just the default.
It could be actually, yeah.
I'll
'Cause I-
double check it.
Yeah, there's not because I remember us talking about. So I've got the Legacy of Shavarath, which is the Blade Ward and the heroism spells,
Yeah,
which I've never actually used.
I think it's a different level 3 thing. Yeah, I think instead of having that, you have heroism, which is awesome. So
Yeah,
yeah,
heroism is clutch.
I know
yeah.
it's just the using it because it takes up a thing. But I've just noticed I've got Shadow Blade and I've never even thought of using that. Huh.
But yeah, heroism might be helpful for these poison times.
Yeah.
Well,
Ugh.
it doesn't work. The spell doesn't work like the potion does, which is really confusing as hell. The spell works as you get you or whoever you touch gets temporary hit points at the start of their turn equal to your ability modifier. So
There are people who could use temporary hit points.
That's true.
I don't know what should be what does it specify on the Shavrath one? Does it specify what the casting ability is?
I think it's charisma.
Okay, that would make sense. Then it would be well. Hey, two hit points around.
But I will make a note to
That'll
double
soak.
check these things just to verify what exactly Kymir
It's
has.
it's charisma for a regular tiefling. I don't know what the Eberron variant is though.
Mm.
It would be make sense for it to be the same. But
I
hey,
should
two
just
temps to
yeah yeah.
that soaks some damage.
Whee! Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Woohoo!
much.
Okay, I am gonna go get whiskey.
We'll see you
All
Night.
right.
later.
Night,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye all.
Take
Bye,
Bye,
care.
Stiiv.
Steve. Don't die.
Stay safe.
Hi, guys.